Doritos dip, spicy nacho. The what I left out of that video, the uh, the haystack sleeper, right? Bam, focus. I said focus. All right. It's 4 by 6 foot. It could be 5. I would like to get 5. I'd like to get a 5 by 6 platform back there. If I extend it past the by a foot, it'd be nice to get the 5 by 6, 30 square feet back there. Well, with that 1 foot extended back and 2 feet over the top of the windshield, it's 15 foot. I just measured my truck. I would have to do those two things, 2 foot on there, 1 foot on the back to get 15 foot out of it. That'd be nice. Well, then you get the 5 by 6. But right now, it's 4 foot by 6. 4 foot this way by 6. And it's only 2 foot, 2.5 foot. Kind of like with what I'm dealing with in the truck right here. Not much. But the access panels on that have a forward and back access panel. That front one with the lettering, it's an access panel. And there's one to access panel for the back too as well. That are like these windows that I have here that pop up, but they don't have this lip, so you can pull cargo out directly without having to lift it over a lip. So that's a back and a rear and a forward access panel. Yeah, you're sleeping in there, you got to roll into there, but you do the same thing with the pop-up tents, but this is a hard shell that you can insulate and air condition. And you have your little windows on the left and right side. It's nice. Okay, and then the other thing about the post holes that I did a concept of the post holes here with the rear platform, recessed track, and then, you want it all to be flush and nothing trippable. But the post holes, I'm just really freaking doing conceptual shit, spitballing what that would look like. But also, I know they wouldn't be deep enough to really support much of anything, too much, without any wobble or wiggle, it only being 4 or 6 inches deep. So I came up with a concept of a starter reinforcement. The reinforcement starter concept for varied support systems utilizing perimeter post holes with implied insulation from the elements. Example, tent systems. You don't want that hollow draft. And the ones that you're not using because of wind, you could have them capped both on the bottom and the top. Perhaps. But with this starter for vertical supports, varied starter reinforcements for varied vertical supports of, I don't know what people get into, but this is a vertical support for the tent system that'll slide in, not go all the way down because you're going to have that insulation, but here's going to be on the left and right side an anti-sway reinforcement starter to reinforce the insulation and the vertical support that goes down into here. You can see down here into the post hole and has some kind of locking tabs that seat, and that way you can get that support that you need without making the initial post hole perimeter gaudy and in the way, or any fatter than need be to utilize a reinforcement support, because you don't want this kind of level of freaking action on top of that support or below it, banging your head or banging your windows or your back hatch or the windows on such a system. You want it to be low profile, 4 inches or so, to just go along with the platform itself, and then utilize such and augment it with some reinforcement starters and very conceptual supports. Yeah.